Yo, y'all seen that? Yo, that girl, that AI girl that got like some plaque, bro.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. They trying to sign her, and she's just like, she's a robot. She AI. She's not even a real person. She already getting signed.
I can't lie, that drum pattern was hard. Like, the drums went hard. Like, AI is currently diving in some really deep, murky water. In my last article, I explored how the music industry and AI is completely reshaping the industry as a whole. And the more that I think about it and the more that I sit here, I realize that it might as well be less of a future problem and something that's actually happening here, right now, as we speak. So instead of sitting here and worrying about it, I decided to test it. I interviewed students that I know and asked them what they thought about AI and whether it would wreak havoc on this industry. And alongside that, at the end of this video, I'm going to be trying out a couple of AI programs to see what they actually do. And most importantly, we're testing to see if I'm actually overreacting or not. So, quick backstory. I'm a high school student, I make music, and I've been watching AI slide into literally everything. Whether that's school, social media, and now the studio. You've got AI writing lyrics, making beats, cloning voices, the whole thing. And I kept asking myself, am I thinking way too deeply about this, or is this actually something that's gonna hurt my future career? That question bothered me enough that I didn't want to just sit here and guess, so I treated it like an actual mini research project. So now you're probably thinking, if you want to see how AI is affecting music, you should go talk to big label people downtown, or maybe talk to big recording artists in studios. And just to put it quite frankly, I didn't. I went straight to high school students and young artists that I know. Why? Because we're the ones that are actually growing up with AI. We use it to help with our summatives, to help with our schoolwork, and to even decide what I want to eat for breakfast. We're not just writing think pieces about it, but we're actually just using it. And that's what makes our group a pretty good group to sample for this survey. So instead of just ranting into the void, I did something simple. I made a survey and I stood with a few people to talk about it. Hello. What is your name and occupation?
My name's Nitya, and I'm the co-founder of Anti-Fragility.
You want to tell them what that's about?
So Anti-Fragility is an SEO and GEO agency where we make AI for softwares as well as for other companies.
Software. So you use AI on a daily basis, in a sense.
Who doesn't use AI on a daily basis now?
Okay. Well, that's going to lead to my second question. Do you use AI, and what's your stance on AI in real-world applications?
So I would say AI is needed for every single thing that we do on a daily basis, and I'm a very big fan of AI. I use it for programming, I use it for designing, and I use it for reaching out to possible clients. So my possible stance would be just AI is the next thing in the world, and it's going to make a big impact.
And it makes work a lot easier?
A lot easier.
That leads to my third question. What do you think the impacts of AI would be on music and the music entertainment industry?
Currently, everything is being generated by AI, so probably everyone's going to start generating music with AI in the future, and it's going to get repetitive, but then someone's going to make a breakthrough where everything becomes different, and it's probably going to change the industry forever, and every artist is going to incorporate AI in some way.
You think it will have a major negative impact to those who are human making music?
I think it's very debatable because if people like AI music in the future, it can change the world, and if they don't like it, then it can get copyrighted and it just ruins everyone's future.
But wouldn't that get rid of the talent also?
It would get rid of the talent, but then it becomes a question about who knows how to use AI the best to make music.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. Thank you, Nitya.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name and occupation?
My name's Cameron, and I aspire to be in finance.
Finance. What type of finance?
Probably corporate.
Office job?
Maybe, kind of. I just want a work-life balance, so I don't care too much about money.
That's valid, that's valid. My second question. Do you use AI, and what's your stance on AI in real-world applications?
I absolutely use AI, like every assignment. I use AI at some point, but I don't use it to write my assignments. I believe that AI is a good tool to help you write everything, to get you where you need to go, but it's up to you to actually learn how to do everything on your own. So you can use AI as like a research tool to do your studying, to help you find answers to your questions, but when it comes to actually phrasing the questions and putting in your own words and understanding what the question's about, that's where I draw the line where if I won't ever use AI for that.
And is there any more like negative use cases for AI when it comes to real-world applications?
I guess when it comes to replacing real talent, sometimes there's industries where AI is really taking over, but there's people who are really talentful, and we're losing that because of AI, when these people really should be getting the spotlight for what qualities and traits they have. And again, because AI is taking over it, then they're losing that spotlight, and it's becoming less human, and it's becoming a robotic world.
Damn. Perfect segue to my third question. I want to talk about AI and its effects on not only the music industry, but also the music entertainment industry. And what do you think about it?
I mean, I've definitely seen a lot of songs recently that are trending, especially ones that people dance to, like do TikTok dances to, that are made of AI completely. And I'm not a huge fan. I mean, the songs, I won't lie, they're good songs. I listen to them. But the problem is, like, again, we're replacing real talent, and then there are people who have genuinely that human touch to it, and without that human touch, sometimes the music needs that touch. no matter what genre of music it is, it has to have like a human nature. And as long as AI keeps going on and on, because AI learns from other sources. So when AI makes music, it takes from other music. It's going to slowly start fading away, that human reality bit to it, which is kind of what I'm not looking forward to.
Do you think there could be reasons, like good reasons, where people would use AI in the music industry, perhaps?
I mean, I guess it's helpful in probably the editing phase, to be honest. Like, it makes sense if you use it in the editing phase or if you use it to try to generate ideas. The main thing is like the actual singing, the actual producing, the actual making of music. That's where I believe that the human touch is still necessary. But when it comes to the fine tuning where it's already on the computer, that it should be fine to be able to use AI, because as long as it still feels like it's human, that's the real big thing.
Damn, great answers, Cameron. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hello,
What's your name and occupation?
my name is Devin Mees, and I'm a full-time high school student.
You got me. Ain't me. No, man. Just looking for artists.
Besides high school student, what are you trying to do in your future?
I want to go into film and filmmaking.
Filmmaking. This is the perfect person to ask. Do you use AI? And what is your stance on AI in real-world use cases?
I used to be super against AI, and I think I haven't changed in that way. But what has changed is every now and then, if an assignment gets tough, I'll start to pull out a bit of ChatGPT. I won't let it write my stuff for me still. I'm still very much against that, but I do let it help me plan some stuff. In terms of making art, I think AI has no place being near any sort of music or film or visual arts. I think it should be doing all the boring stuff like accounting so that humans have more time to create art.
See, I told you, this is the perfect person to ask. What is your stance on AI in music, but not only the music industry, but also in the music entertainment industry as well?
The way I see it, what's the point in interacting with art and listening to, say, music if someone didn't take the time to create it, if it was just made by a robot just to glance over everyone's interests and try and make it the best it can? No, it has to come from the soul and someone's personal experience, and that way it tells its own individual significant story by itself.
So you're saying AI would inhibit the talent of not only music artists, but also removes the genuine feelings that come out of music?
Yeah, I think it has no place being near music.
Damn, thank you, Devin. See, I told you that was the perfect person to ask. Hello.
What's going on?
What's your name and your occupation?
My name is Jordan, and I'm a swim instructor.
Besides swim instructor, what are your interests?
My interests are in performing arts, so musical, theater, and dance.
Second question, do you use AI? And what do you think its impacts are in the real world? Be as honest as you can.
I'm not gonna lie. I've used AI before. Low-key be helping you with the outline and stuff like that. I've had teachers, like not in this school, but I have other teachers that have been like, you can use AI as an outline, but don't use it copy and paste word for word. I think it definitely has some negative effects on the world. I think it definitely lowers our thinking capacity. So a lot of times it's hard for people to think of what points to start with or even where to go for an essay. So I know a lot of people use AI for that, and that's kind of kills it for them. You know what I mean?
And you think the goods outweigh the bad in a sense in terms of productivity?
I mean, there's always going to be a downside to it. I mean, I don't know really if it really outweighs, if the good outweighs the bad. I think really it's just if you get caught or not, really.
Anyways, my third question. I know you do theater. I know you do musical arts. What do you think AI's impacts are in not only the music industry, but the music entertainment industry?
Yo, y'all seen that? Yo, that girl, that AI girl that got some plaque, bro. It's so crazy. They trying to sign her, and she's just she's a robot. She AI. She's not even a real person. She already getting signed before some other artists that are working their butt off just to get their music out there, just to get 1K views. You know what I mean?
I saw that, 20 million.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. That was messed up. I think that it has definitely a negative effect on creativity and a lot of artists. So I feel AI definitely kills it there. Having people writing out people's lyrics or melodies, or even copying over people's voices onto different songs, having Drake on friggin' some Nicki Minaj track. I'm telling you, it's
real messed up.
That's not even messed up, but AI is just messed up, feel me? But it is what it is. You use it. I mean, don't get caught.
You think there's any good uses for AI in music?
Ooh, I don't know. I think the only way to make good music is if you really
put your soul into it.
Put your soul into it. That's really it, man.
Okay, so after hearing that back, a few things stood out to me. First of all, everyone that I talked to had a relationship with AI, but it was totally different from each person to person. Nitya is all in. For him, AI is part of everyday life and work, and he genuinely believes it's the next big thing, even in music where the real talent might become who can use AI the best. Cameron sits in the middle. He uses AI a lot, but only as a tool to study and get ideas, not to do everything for him. With music, he's cool with AI helping in with the editing and idea phase, but he still thinks the core of the song still needs human touch. Devin and Jordan are more on the keep AI away from art side. They both care a lot about the soul behind music and feel like once robots are getting plaques and copying voices, it disrespects the people actually putting their lives into this art form. And honestly, I'm somewhere in between that. I like experimenting with tools, but I don't want to actually lose the part of music that actually feels like me. So that's when my mindset flipped. Instead of thinking of it like AI is going to ruin everything, I started thinking of what would happen if I just started to join them. Not in a sell your soul type of way, but in a way of, okay, if this is going to be part of music anyways, how can I use this as a tool and not something that will replace music entirely? So I picked a couple music AI tools to test on camera, not in a way to be like, wow, robot song, cool, but actually a way to see if it could actually flow into a music workflow and to see if it actually improves how we make music. So first up is Suno. Suno basically lets you describe the song you want or kind of paste in the lyrics, and it generates full tracks for you with vocals and production kind of already mixed. Select what type of genres. I'll say hip hop, honestly. So basically, I think here I can put some lyrics and I can put obviously the styles and etc. To kind of make this more of an actual challenge, first off, I'm gonna try to first generate some lyrics. While I was generating, let's figure out what style we want. I feel like, honestly, to make this feel like something more in tune with me, I want to make it like music that I actually like creating. So I think underground music is honestly kind of the go. So I want rage type of rap in the style of like Netspend or Shay. Let's just like put underground as a whole. And then obviously lyrics are here, but low key I want it to fit the style. So let's say put it in the style of underground rap music. These lyrics are a little bit questionable, but it's part of the challenge, I guess. So let's paste those in. I like how it has a drop down menu, so it just doesn't get like in the way. I'm gonna go male, lyrics mode, style influence. Oh, okay, so here they have like an actual like pro plan. So I'm assuming people pay premium for this so that they can get better options when they generate the music. They're probably making a living off of AI music too, because obviously if you're paying something, you probably don't want to be in a net loss. Let's title this Underground. Now let's generate it and let's see what it creates us. Oh, okay, so here it generates kind of like 4 different tracks in a sense, but obviously these 2 I have to pay for. So I wonder what these are gonna sound like. But yeah, it only really took a minute in a sense. It's still going, so I'm not gonna count that as the full minute, but it's kind of crazy. It's taking less time than it would take for me to actually generate the songs. Okay, boom, so it has the times of the songs. This one's a minute, 2 minutes, and 2 minutes, but I think also it's a minute for the preview. So I'm gonna listen to one of the free versions and then one of the preview versions.
Yeah, plug up. Design overload, no face to deal tag dumb crew deep. This ice can't hide off that designer overload nag up crew deep.
Hold on. This one's kind of hard though, I can't lie.
Yeah, plug up. Starts getting money up, pockets dumb fat. Gucci drip on me, what Balenciaga racks. Gang, this ice can't hide off that designer overload, no face to the or tag crew deep. We spin never lack.
Okay, that one's kind of hard. Okay, wait, let me go to one of the paid ones then.
Gang stacks, getting money up, pockets dumb fast. Gucci drip on me, what
Okay, wait.
Yeah, plug up, skirt. All the mids, gang stacks, getting money, yeah.
Okay, so I think for all of them, it's like the same monotone voice, but it's just different beats. But I feel like, honestly, from the beats that I've heard, they're really structured and they're actually really good. This song, especially like the last one, I can't lie, that drums went hard. In all fairness, it went hard. The melodies were like coherent, it was good. But also, like, most importantly, the voice actually kind of like did sound like a real artist. But also, in a sense, you can kind of tell that it sounded a little bit AI generated, because obviously there's like some like glitches. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell when something sounds robotic, but that wasn't like crazy bad. Like as a producer, it's wild because like this used to take like hours to even like, get like something like sounding this good, and this only took like a few seconds. Like, okay, so Suno was a little bit crazy, actually scarily crazy, but now we have our next kind of program that we're gonna do. It's called Udio. It's another AI music generator focused on giving kind of fast, high quality tracks that we could also tweak and regenerate. And it's actually really great for quickly exploring styles for content ideas, is kind of what I'm reading about this website. But let's just do the same thing that we did on the other one, but kind of do it with this one. So we can kind of see if they kind of perform the same, but also if they do have an impact. Because already with Suno, that was beyond like flabbergasted. Like I was amazed at the abilities that it was able to kind of create songs. But again, let's ask AI to generate us a song. So let's copy those lyrics. Oh wait, okay. So it has the option of generating our own lyrics too. So actually this time I'm gonna low-key get it to generate our lyrics. But we got the AI to actually make a description of the lyrics instead, and then we'll just make this to kind of like make the lyrics for us. But oh, so there's description mode and then there's a style mode. Oh my god, we can also upload like a song too. Okay, I'll do that right after, but first let's see how this would be. We have auto generation, and honestly let's click create. Let's see what it makes us. This UI looks pretty impressive, but also looked like a lovable generation. I don't think it is, but it obviously kind of looks like something I've created on level. Oh wait, okay, it already created a song in like less than a minute. I think it's just tweaking some stuff a little bit, but I actually can't wait to actually listen to this. But it has descriptions and the title of the song, so glitch mode. I do not approve of that name. I think AI needs to get a little bit better at creating names for sure. But this one says wonky, rhythmic, sorry, and underground rap, and the other one says chaotic, minimalist, and trap. This one obviously sounds like it would be worse than this one a little bit. I don't know what wonky or rhythmic would be. Like, I'm expecting like some like bongo drum. Let's see, can I play this? Okay, good, this one's done.
Dark of the shadows sway. I'm drifting, no time to sway. Caught in the glitch, pull you tight. Feel the pulse of the night. Watch them break.
The beat had a lot of elements to it. Like, it wasn't like straight standard static beat. But those vocals were like terrible. Actually, no, they weren't bad. Like, I feel like it fit like the style, but it wasn't as clear as the Suno ones. But it wasn't like but as in like it sounded super AI. It just sounds like something I'd hear off like a random like SoundCloud playlist. But it also sounds like music that Kid Cudi makes, which like I think that's what the style was trying to go for, kind of like a sort of like experimental rap, which was good. Not saying that the vocals was because of Kid Cudi. I think it was just inspired by it. Next song.
I'm feeling thing. Last figure like a broken chain. Catch the bottom, I'm the out.
Okay, like same idea. Like whoever's recording this song, I don't know. The like audio aspect, it's not like the clearest. But also I could see why that's like a stylistic choice. Again, it's trying to like mimic kind of like Kid Cudi in a sense, or like something I'd hear off like a really weirdly distorted Kanye album. But like that was like strangely weird because the beats weren't like static. It was like really kind of coordinated. It was really cohesive. Like, there was a lot of like different elements within it. So the fact that AI can do that and some producers can is low-key like crazy. Like I think AI is actually like, it's actually bad to say, but I low-key think AI might like outperform people in a sense. Cause wow, that was actually a crazy beat. Like these beats I was kind of feeling. I don't know about like the actual lyric part. Like the lyricism is terrible, but honestly, like in a sense, if Like if you could use this like programs or use the programs to just make beats for you, I could see how that can help like newer artists that don't want to pay for like YouTube beats to kind of get beats to rap on. But would it jeopardize like the futures of producers? Probably. Like they won't have like beats that people would actually use on YouTube if they could just generate it. But wow, that's actually crazy. I actually want to try out this style feature called Sick from the new Netsman album. I'm gonna upload one of the songs. Oh, that's a paid feature. Are you serious? $96 a year? $10 a month just to generate AI music? Do people actually like do this for a living? Wow, they actually probably pay a lot to make these sounds and then post it on YouTube. That makes sense because I'm pretty sure there's a lady that made like $8 million from a record deal, and she's like an AI artist. I also like seen so many like TikToks of like AI music out there. I would not be surprised if they get paid like thousands on it just to create AI music. Okay, I can see why they put that behind a paywall though, because as soon as you can upload a song, you could probably generate so much duplicates of it. I can imagine like an artist kind of like making one like really good like hit, like being a one-hit wonder in a sense, and just like uploading that song into AI and then generating more like it to kind of get more streams. But wow, that was basically Udio there. Like again, it's a different style of app, but it's pretty much the same idea. Like a full track with like structured and energy, kind of ready for someone to kind of like rap over it if they did have a beat option, but it's already like made. Someone's already like rapping on it. But like for someone like me, I mean, this isn't really a choice, like a toy that I could use. Like this is not really like thing that I can get fun with, but it could also be like a sketch pad, like a way for like someone to actually test their ideas and even kind of like base it to kind of like write songs like on top of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like if you have an idea, instead of like saying like, oh, I'm on the go and using BandLab on my phone and like rapping and stuff, I could like come here and put a bunch of lyrics and put a bunch of ideas and like see what it would sound like in a song. But would I do that? Definitely not. Like I feel like me personally, I would find better results doing it myself. But would someone else do that? For sure. I feel like they would definitely find better results in doing this, or find easier results in a sense where they can just generate a song and boom, they'll shoot out a song like almost instantly. But this is really, it could be like, I kind of am like putting like a halo ring around it, saying like it could be used as a tool. But in all honesty, this could actually destroy the music industry for all we know, and it could actually leave it obsolete. And that is really the scary part about it all in a sense. So after the article, the surveys, the interviews, and now actually using these tools, am I thinking too deeply about AI? And honestly, I don't think so. I think this is the level of thinking that we should have, especially if we want to work in the music, art, or entertainment field. AI isn't some distant sci-fi thing. It's literally on our school laptops and in our browser making songs in seconds, as we kind of went over before. The difference is whether we ignore it or get blindsided later, or we learn how to use it in a way that still protects our voice and our creativity. I'm really curious to see where you land after all this. Are you on the AI is the future side, the AI is good but keep that level of human touch type of side, or on that keep AI away from music and art type of side? If you want to go deeper, I've been writing a series of articles about AI in the music industry. You can check those out for a full breakdown and the stuff I couldn't fit into this video. And this video isn't the end of it. I'm working on a separate part 2 project that is currently in the works and is very top secret. But if you're on the production side of music or just like music in general, keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts in the comments and tell me how you think artists should use AI in their music. If you think this video made you think differently about AI, hit a like so that people can see it. Subscribe to kind of follow me on the rest of this journey, and share this to someone who still thinks AI and music doesn't affect them yet. Peace out.